Wow. It was quite a struggle just going live today. I'm going to do a live stream on my Facebook page, and obviously I don't do this very often anymore, and there were all these different things I had to go through just to do the live stream. So I gave up. I didn't know what to do. It wouldn't let me go live. So here I am on my YouTube channel going live to try to give you all some self-care resources or just talk about self-care. It's so important in these times. I'm recording this on Sunday, November the 3rd, 2 days before the election. Of course, many of us have voted early, already voted, but we don't know what the outcome is going to be. And there's a lot of anxiety, no matter who you're voting for, a lot of anxiety about what's going to happen the day after, and rightfully so. This election is different than any other election since I have been alive on this planet and voted, and I have voted in every election since I have been old enough to vote. And I have felt anxiety, and I have practiced yoga and meditation. Meditation, of course, is part of yoga, but mindfulness for 30 some years now. So if I'm feeling it, I know a lot of you are feeling this anxiety, and I've been listening to my teachers and been inspired by the resources they've been providing. And I've been offering some of those resources on my Facebook page. You can find them there. Some of them are links to events that have already happened. Tomorrow night, I know Reggie Hubbard is offering a free sound bath online. I will link to that later. He hasn't posted the link yet, so I will link that on my Facebook page. But one of the things that Reggie says, if you don't know Reggie Hubbard, please check him out at Active Peace Yoga. He talks about the importance of having a plan for self-care for the day after the election, right? Because anxiety is a lot of that fear of, what are we going to do? What's going to happen, right? And we can't really control that. I mean, we do our part. We go out, we vote. Certainly make your voice heard. If you don't vote, you're silencing your own voice. So, do that, please, if you haven't already. But then, it's like yoga. You have to show up and do the practice, and then you kind of give it over. There's the idea of Ishvara Pranidhana, kind of let go, give it over to a higher power. But you still got to show up and do the work. And then it's out of our hands. And we don't know if we're going to have a democracy after this election. I mean, how scary is that? It's scary. So have a plan. Don't wait for Wednesday morning. I had to think what day it is, because we may not know Tuesday night. Don't wait till Wednesday morning to try to figure out, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? If you wake up and things didn't go the way you hoped they were going to, have something in place. So I'll share a little bit about what I plan on doing. Maybe some of this is helpful to you, but it may not speak to you. Make sure you have your own plan in place. First of all, the day of the election, I do not plan to watch television or watch things come back, results come back, because they never know until late. And sometimes they call things wrong, and it's kind of sitting on the edge of your seat, creating that anxiety. So I'm turning it off. I'm turning social media off that day. I have to teach, so I'll be teaching my regular classes, including an evening class. So it's going to be hard for me to not look at social media, but I'm going to try and stay off of it. And then at some point, and I haven't totally thought this through, I'm kind of in the boat with all of you, or you may be ahead of me. At some point on Wednesday morning when I wake up, I'm going to have to look and see what the results are, because I am teaching a class Wednesday morning, and I want to be prepared, because I know that the people I teach who show up for my class are going to be having different experiences. So one part of my plan that I know I'm going to do is follow my regular routine. Routine helps us to, we're going to get up. The world's not going to end on Wednesday unless we get hit by an asteroid. I mean, that could always happen too. But I'm going to, have my breakfast. I'm going to take care of my dogs. I'm going to do my meditation practice that I do every morning, because that's going to give me the tools to be present with my students, with my clients. So that's kind of as far as I know so far for me. I'm going to do that. I'm going to nourish my body. I'm going to nourish my mind that morning so that I can show up for my class. And I'm not going to watch those anxiety producing results or listen to all the talking heads the day before. So those are two things I can offer. I am going to record a short practice for anxiety later today that will also live on my YouTube site. So you can try that out if you want to. It may or may not work for you. Again, we're all different. So, but it's important that you have a plan. Do you want to be alone? Do you not want to be alone? Like, it might be nice to be surrounded by other loved ones Wednesday morning, or people you can count on. I live alone with my dog, so I know I'm going to be alone Wednesday morning. And I actually like that. We'll be out in nature. I will go out to the Earth Mother because that's, how I ground myself. And be present with my loved ones who happen to be four-leggeds. I know I'm going to volunteer that day. I'm going to volunteer on Wednesday like I always do at the animal shelter. Going out, even if you don't have a regular habit of volunteering, maybe, offering to do something for a neighbor or a friend on Wednesday. Again, that giving to others, that compassion, that kindness can also inspire us, give us a reason to be present. Not just for ourselves, but for each other. So that's the main thing I wanted to share, just the importance of don't wait till Wednesday. Don't live in fear. When we ground ourselves, we know that the only true peace is the peace within us. One of the tools I offered on my Facebook page is a link to a breathing practice. Again, I'll have more of that when I record the short practice later today. But coming to our breath, as long as we're breathing, we're alive, and our body's going to do that automatically. When we become present, connect to our breath, notice we're breathing, and begin to slow that breath down, or do some rhythmic breathing or any other breathing practice that you might have. That's when we start to transform from the reptilian brain, from being in survival mode, to connecting to our higher self. I am going to control my breath. I am going to ground myself. I am going to show up today to be my best self and to offer compassion to others. So know that you are not alone. You can always connect to your heart. This is the Hridaya Mudra, the Mudra of Divine Refuge, the right hand over the heart. And I know this might be turned around on YouTube, left hand on top. Even gently massaging this area. Connecting to your heart, and through that, connecting to the divine and to all beings everywhere. May we all be safe. May we all be healthy. May we be free from suffering. And may we know peace, the deep peace that lies within. In gratitude. Namaste.